bala 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 bahubali payamindri payum puli bala 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 bahubali payamindri payum puli. Good evening, friends. We will start now. Okay, let the people can join. I'm not reading your interruptions by question and answers. If anything, you can type it out in the chat box. After the presentation, I'll go through the chat box and I'll try to give answer. And I'm not seeing the chat box now. I have also shared the responsibility of permitting people to my friend who is a host over there. Okay. Okay. I will straight go into Emperor Rajaraja Solan. See, why I wanted to start management lessons to be learned from great Indian legends. Many times in our history, we read very less about our Indian legends. Many Indian legends are there, which maybe due to the British system, they never allowed our people to be portrayed, and we are forced to read about other kings and other things. And many of our kings, whatever they have done, is not known to many people, especially even for the current people. Host, kindly mute everyone. Confirm that you have muted everyone. Okay. So that's the reason I decided to start talking about management lessons, what we can learn from these legends. And this is nothing religious. Here I have taken Rajaraja Solan because of the qualities of the individual. We are not going to talk anything about any religion over here. Augustine, Charlene Joseph, many other people have joined. So don't get seeing the picture, you get influenced. It's an idol. Just imagine that. That's all. Nothing else. And we are not going to talk anything about Lord Shiva over here. Okay. So I'm going to continue my series of lectures on the great kings. This week we are going to talk about Emperor Rajaraja Solan. Next week we are going to talk about Emperor Chhatrapati Shivaji. Okay, so we'll go with Rajaraja Solan today. From management point of view, who is a great leader? A person who has a great vision, and the vision is shared vision for the people, forward-looking person, and competent enough to handle any situation, sincere and honest for himself as well as for his people. And he also empower his deputies, ministers, and all other people, and who are the people who are in the military side, everything he should empower. And he should inspire people, okay? And he should be an example for everyone to be a role model to follow. And he should lead the change from the front. These are the qualities of a leadership, okay? So when you are looking at these qualities as a leader, when comes to Emperor Rajaraja Solan, because why I'm saying emperor every time, he is the real emperor, okay? Not like currently the people are putting the title at the front. He is a real emperor, Rajaraja Solan. So we will not go into many aspects of Emperor Rajaraja Solan. We will take only one activity was done by him, which showcases his capability in every aspects of management. First thing is, let us assume that it's a project management. He knows how to set a goal. You know what are the deadlines, how to create a deadline, how to fix a deadline. He know how to communicate to the people what he wants, how to achieve it, and you know how to build a team and get the job done from the team. And you know how to analyze different situations, how to arrange for finance, budget, allocations, and resource helping that, and how to do complete planning. And if any problem comes, you know how to solve the problem, and you know how to create milestones and achieving the milestones, and you know overall control of the entire project, and you also know how to handle the risk. Okay, so this is a general perception of a project management. So if you fit in our Emperor Rajaraja Solan, he literally knows in and out of every parameters we talked about, and now we are going to see how he has done it. So normally what will happen when an idea, any project, the idea will be starting with the initiation, and then he will go for a planning, and then he'll execute and control and monitor it and complete the project. So that is the cycle of a project management. So this is Tanjavur Big Temple. I am not calling it purposefully Tanjore because Tanjore is an English word and people who cannot pronounce, like Odisha, they are called. So we have Kolkata, they have made it Calcutta. So like this, that name. So the original name is Tanjavur. So I am putting the name of Tanjavur Big Temple. Okay. So this photograph, there are two photographs. This photograph on your left, I have taken this snap. It's a very rare snap. I myself took this snap, and I was standing below at this point above this first floor, and from there at looking at the center, I took this snap. So you are seeing what you are seeing. The steps side is the steps going here. The second floor is, this is the third floor. This is the third floor, and this is the fourth floor. This is the fourth floor, and this is, if you go over to Tanjavur, you can see it is created Kailasha, Mount Kailasha. He has created here. See, that is visible over here. Okay. So before getting into Emperor Rajaraja Solan, I was trying to find out which building constructed around that time throughout the world. There was no big building at that time. There was only one building which is approximately around 250 years old. Later, what emperor has built. So there was a building called Pisa Towers. Okay, this they started constructing in 1173 and completed it in 1372. They took 199 years to complete this structure. It is so difficult, no idea. I do not know why they took it 199 years. I do not know. So the weight of this structure, they have used 14,500 tons of granite. Height is 186 feet and depth of foundation is 3 meters. So now actually it tilted to 5.5 degree. They pulled it back and now it is 3.99 degree. Okay, it was tilted over much and they sorry, they pulled it out and tried to make it, now it is 3.99 degree. So if you see Tanjavur Big Temple, which was constructed in 1002 and 2010. Actually, there are some versions. It got completed in 6 years, 7 years. Some people say that no. So 7 years they have completed the temple, but other works were going on, so it was completed after 8 years only. Whatever it may be, it is 6 to 8 years. So if you see the weight, they have used 150,000 tons. The whole temple structure is 150,000 tons, and 60,000 tons is only this portion, this copper. That is only 60,000 tons. The height is 216 feet as against 186 feet. And depth of foundation is 2 meters as against 3 meters. Degree of tilting is 0.0. See, when 220, 230 years behind Rajaraja Solan, somebody has constructed, and with all engineering knowledge, all these things, they could not achieve the result what he has achieved some 250 years before also. Okay, so just compare big Tanjavur Big Temple with other places known to some of us. Okay. Kindly mute host. You have to meet everyone. Okay. So if you compare it yourself, even as good as 1858 Ben's clock tower at UK got tilted 0.26. It's 1858, which is hardly 170 years before. Okay, even that 170 years before also it is tilting. Here 1450 Germany, it is tilting 5.2 degree. Here it was, I told you, 5.9 and now reduced to 3.99. Whereas the oldest is among these comparison also, this is Tanjavur Big Temple. Still it is 0.0. Okay, and it has withstanded few earthquakes also. Okay, so some people say that this top stone is made out of a single granite, Some people say that it is made out of 8 pieces joined together. So whatever it may be, whether it is a stone, granite, single granite stone, or 8 pieces joining, each of 10 tons, at 216 feet is a Herculean task. Some people say that how the construction was done, there was a well-believed theory is like this. The construction was made, I will explain to the next slide, how the construction was made. Okay. If you see it, the most important portion of it, the entire temple was constructed. Here you see it with no cement or mortar as a binding material. Okay. This is interlocking method was used to keep one stone over other stone. That means, assuming this yellow color is a stone which will have a bulge, and orange color is another stone which will have a cavity. So this core and cavity is placed on top of it. With this, they ensured that it doesn't move. The entire structure was built like this. If you go there in Tanjavur, you can see a lot of stones which is on the side of the temple. And you can see a huge bulges in the stones. It is chiseled out. This was created by chiseling. That means this much stone they will take it and they create this, and another stone they will take it and carve it. So this can be mounted on top of it. Okay. So entire building was used without any cement or any mortar as a binding factor. Okay. So this is only interlocking mechanism. No other building in the world has constructed using this interlocking method. This is the first amazing mystery of Tanjavur big temple. The second thing is, the main idol is 13 feet height and 54 feet in circumference, and the bottom pedestal is also another 4 feet height. So what they did is, the entire idol, assuming that this is the base of the temple, Gopura, okay, the main deity place, they keep the idol and they keep the construct the wall around it. After constructing the wall, I'm going to show you two views, and you can see these views. And this is going to talk about the front view, and here you are going to see the top view. So the front view is, after this wall was constructed, the position was paid, they poured a lot of sand into it and they filled the entire thing. So the height has increased, and the top view, if you see it, the building, this is a wall, granite wall made out of interlocking mechanism. And after that, the sand got filled. Inside, the idol is kept. Sand was filled. Entire sand was filled. After that, what happens to is, they construct one more layer because the height has increased. So they can construct like this. And after that, again, they fill the sand. Okay, they construct the second layer. That means second floor. So this is the basement or the first floor. This is where we are seeing the idol. Second is the next, and third is the next. Like this, they constructed the entire building. That means keeping the idol at the center, filling the idol with sand. So it becomes a, what do you happen? You can have it, it will be like almost like a square. On the top of it, you can construct another wall. It's again interlocking mechanism only. No connection, no plastering, no cement or no mortar was used. Okay. So the height is, the slope has been maintained. But here, if you see it, it is not completely prepared structure. This is only granites were placed. It's not carved. It is only granites were placed. So after this, what happens is, when the finish it will coming, how would they achieve this finish story? I'll tell you. So normally to make 1,50,000 tons of granite, minimum 4,50,000 granites are needed to chisel out a lot of things, correct? And there is no evidence, there is no hill is around 50 kilometers. Elephants and horses were used to bring somewhere the 4,50,000 tons of granite to this location. So that is a great achievement at the 1,000 years before. And all this entire building I told you is building with the blocks, and they carved the sculptures after blocking, after making the complete structure. That means if there is a small statue here, and that statue, sorry, some nose, if it is defective, you cannot do anything because you cannot remove it. The moment if you remove it, everything will go. So you cannot remove it. That Brahmadayar asked this doubts to the person. Ramadayar is the chief minister of Rajarajan. He asked the person who was the chief architect. An architect told them, no mistakes will happen. I have selected people who will carve it, will never make any mistakes in their life. If any of my people make mistakes, I will chisel out my thumb. That was a commitment given by the chief architect to Rajarajan. Of course, he didn't have any mistakes. Nothing was went wrong. 100% was. That's the reason I'm saying it. Not a single failure. But nowadays, if you go there, many places you can see some of the noses of the statues were broken because when later the kingdom it was invaded by many other kings, when those people came, they want to come and spoil, they want to demolish the building. They could not do. So the maximum they could do is spoiling the nose of the sculpture only. So that's the reason some of the places you can see the nose may not be proper at the nearby place. With the sword, they will try to remove that because it is impossible to remove the structure. So if you spoil the nose, the structure's beauty is gone, or the carving or the idol beauty is gone. So they might have removed that. And top of the important thing is the whole work was most of the people are war slaves, are enemies of people, and that to bringing them to Tanjavur, which was the capital of Chola kingdom, and keeping those war slaves and getting the work done from those people. Okay. At the same time, he has ensured that entertainment of those peoples also. He has ensured that they were respected very, very high level. They were never treated as a war slaves. He has thanked all the people and told them, you are coming and doing a work. And he has made the entire work with involvement from these people, not from his own country people. His country people provided them food, shelter, and many other things. But what happens is this lot of physical work was involved. All this, most of the physical works were done by the 150,000 war slaves, mostly from Sri Lanka and Chalukya, but is currently maybe Andhra and Orissa places. Okay, and the whole project was completed in 6 to 7 years time. Okay, now you can see is emperor had a strong ethics and moral standards. Emperor Rajaraja Cholan has strong ethics and moral standards. I will give an example of a sound, because what happens is he used to take care of his entire people to the great level. One day early morning, normally kings get up at around 4:30. He has heard a sound of parai. Parai means a traditional Tamilian music instrument. It will be like a percussion instrument. The music was coming, and only for 1.5 minutes, and the music was stopped. Immediately around 4:30, he heard it. Immediately rushed to that main what do you call treasury, and he woke the people at treasury and told them, "You immediately arrange for a lot of rice, lot of food grains, all these things. Send it to those places." Then he was saying that, "How come you know about it?" No, these people, the people who make the percussion instrument, they were very happy whenever there is a war, because these people will come and help or motivate the soldiers by playing the music, or whenever there is a function or a festival in a temple or something, they will go. So they used to get a lot of money they used to spend. But now for the past few months, there was no festival, there was no war, so nobody has taken care of them. But they were feeling very shy to inform to emperor indirectly. So they know very well emperor will get up at 4 o'clock. So they made only few sound at around 4 o'clock. So emperor, by listening to the sound itself, he found out, oh, these people I have to take care. I forget to take care of these people. That is a very good quality of King Rajaraja Cholan. He took care of the entire population of the kingdom. It is not only high level people. And he loved his religion, that is irrespective, because everyone knows about what is his love towards his religion. But he also respected other religions. He also respected other religions in the sense is, there were one war slave who is very great personality, who had a very good bravery and he was used to fight very well. So they brought him, and when he was coming, Emperor Rajaraja Cholan came to know that he is a adorned follower of Krishna, that is Vaishnavism. So he gifted him a Krishna statue and Tulasi Madam to that person so that he can continue praying Lord Krishna. But he was completely follower of Lord Shiva. But that, see, the emperor loved his religion, but also respected other religion. That shows his human capability of that. He was in direct touch with all his people, directly, indirectly. He used to go in different ways to get the pulse of the people. Okay, he had a lot of spies across his entire kingdom. Okay, whenever the yield goes up, whenever the tax will little bit increase. Whenever the yield is coming down because of the environment or because of the climatic conditions, the tax also will reduce. So everyone was very happy. Whenever you are earning more, the tax was more. Whenever the earning is less, the tax was also less. Sorry. So all the people in his kingdom were very happy because king understands their requirement. King understands without even asking that it automatically happens. Emperor gave topmost priority for well-being of all the humans. That's why all people of Chola kingdom are loving him, treating him as their god, and respecting him as their leader always. Okay, entire Chola kingdom, nobody else, you can say it. Very few people of Chola kingdoms, Chola kings are respected very high. Out of those few people, Emperor Rajaraja Cholan is one of the greatest person. Okay, so he built a strong force to take care of the internal matters and internal administration. He gave, because he know how to delegate. He delegated the power to his elder sister, Kuntavai, and she was responsible for all local administration. And she was taking care of all the temples in and around his kingdom. So his delegation of authority with responsibility, he has taken care of it. And chief minister, okay, Thiru Brahmaraya, and his deputies took care of the whole country at all times and supported prince. Supported prince is, his son was Rajendra Chola. This Rajendra Chola, I will tell about him later. He is more into warfield. He will be always away from the kingdom. So he will be fighting with enemies. And remember that whenever any Chola army goes for fighting, they never take any food from that country. They used to take the food from their country of Chola kingdom itself. So even if it is Sri Lanka, even if it is Kadara, that is called Malaysia, Maldives, you name any things, no, Indonesia, wherever these people went, always supply of food went from their hometown, that is Chola kingdom only. So supporting Brahmadevaraya has done the entire take care of the local country, that is the current, and also supported the prince who is in abroad or who is away in the sea. Wherever he was there, he completely supported. So here also delegation of authority with the responsibility. His son, Prince Rajendra Cholan, was very, very aggressive in nature. So he made use of his aggressiveness and sent him to various war fields and developed him. Why he developed him? He wanted to successor planning. Many times we think that we are indispensable. We never concern or we never show any interest in developing our own son and daughters. But whereas Rajaraja Cholan was not like this. He has developed his son by sending him to various war fields, and later he became one of the great king of Chola dynasty. He developed him in all respects. Okay. Used the abilities of one of his wife, not his main wife, one of his wife, Srimati Panchavan Madevi, and gave full freedom to her to bring up his son Rajendra. Rajendra was born to Rajaraja Cholan with another wife, but Panchavan Madevi was more capable, and so he gave the responsibility of bringing that Rajendra to his another wife, Panchavan Madevi. And Emperor Rajendra Cholan was also very close to Panchavan Madevi, his stepmother, and later, after the death of his stepmother, Rajendra Cholan has built a memorial for his stepmother, Smith, Panjavan Madevi. This is called Pallipadai. It's only such temple in the entire world. Somebody has built a temple for the stepmother. Okay, then you know even the stepmother, the relationship with the son, how close they were. I will tell you one example. Panjaman Madevi was extremely knowledgeable in all fields, and Rajendra used to be very aggressive nature. I told you. So whenever Rajendra goes to the war, she will give instructions. Rajendra, you have to bring all the arms they are using it. So he will bring all the arms. He was a person when he was saying that when I am trying to put a arrow, the arrow is not going straight. Then they brought what is the reason, and they went for capturing Chera kingdom. Chera is currently Kerala. Okay, and they found out they were using a different type of bow and arrow. So they want to make that bow and arrow over here. So they brought entire set of blacksmith and they positioned them near to Tanjavur. That is called Karandattan Gudi. People call it as Karandai. Karandattan Gudi is, it is Karu means it's a blacksmith. Okay, Tatan. Karandattan means a blacksmith. Kudi means the people where they live it. So Karandattan Kudi is where the blacksmiths were kept to prepare the arms of the Chola kingdom. Once Rajendra came and told to Panjavan Madevi, when I am going in a chariot and I am sending 10 arrows, out of 10 arrows, only 2 are getting. So I am spending 10 arrows for hitting a target. So Panjavan Madevi, she told that, okay, I will drive the chariot, I will try to find out. She drove the chariot and found out the chariot wheel, earlier it was made out of wooden wheels, no? So chariot wheel will have a small dents and backs. So which in turns makes the chariot to go non in uniform, because earlier we never had a proper roads and all. So warfield and all, it will be like this. So she was the person who discovered putting an iron plate around the wheel. Panjavan Madevi was a person. And after that iron plate was put, the small dents in the wood was completely avoided. Now Rajendra was able to perform better, and because of that trials, they have converted all the chariots in the Chola army with this iron ring on the wheels. Okay. So if you take it, Raja Soyan, he had a great vision, and you know how to convert his vision into mission and given clear objectives, very good planning, and you know how to schedule it and execute it. I'm telling you, whenever he makes a blueprint also, he had plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. When the chief architect is asking him how to make this, he says that my benchmark should be, this is the biggest. But you see, what biggest? He has given simple example. That's the reason I'm saying it. Clear objectives. If I construct this entire temple, if I come and stand in front of the temple, I should look like a dot. That's all. So the comparative picture was being given. So assuming that human height is around 6.5 feet, so 6.5 feet should look like a dot. Then accordingly and proportionate, they constructed the entire building of the temple. Okay. There was absolutely not even a single day work was stopped because of fund problem. You have seen the European construction of Pisa Tower for 14,500 tons of granite, 199 years, mainly because of the fund problem. Because of the fund problem, it got stuck, not because of their capability. They didn't have the fund to build it. Whereas not even a single day was stopped. So he has ensured working capital requirement, he has ensured cash flow, and he ensured that there is no resource problem of any nature. Food, water, anything, entertainment. All the war slaves were given entertainment free of cost in the evening. Even to the extent, there are some people who are using alcohol. He has permitted them to go and drink alcohol outside the city and have a rest over there, and next day morning you can come to work. But he allowed like that because he knows that he has to take care of the people very well. He never treated anyone as a war slave. That is the reason those people also contributed heavily and constructed the entire temple. Even most of the job was done by war slaves, never treated them like that and get the work done with involvement and took care of them very well. She was just telling you. delegated jobs with necessary authority to competent people, and communicated often to them. Every time he used to go and discuss, tell what is the requirement, how we can help you, how we can further improve it, how we can keep on doing it. He had a great master called Karur Tevar. That Karur Tevar is a person, he is like a Siddha. That means he knows when he is a different personality, he could be able to move himself from one place to another place in very short span of time. Okay, he had Ashrama Siktis. That means he can fly, that type of capable person he was. And he supported Rajaraja Cholan with all the possible ways. And that is also one of the great reasons King Emperor Rajaraja Cholan could achieve the marvelous work in a correct time. He also prepared a succession plan and guided and supported his Prince Emperor Rajaraja Cholan to grow in all respects. Complete, you can see it. Rajendra Cholan was completely perfect in all respects of the life. Many people say that there was a dispute between Rajaraja Cholan and his son Rajendra Cholan. He never had any disputes. Never had disputes. Their point of views are different. Okay, they will argue on issues, but they never had personal enmity against each other. If you go to Tanjavur temple, many of you may not be seeing it. Tanjavur temple, there is the Brahmadaya were asking, we have to keep one of your statue in the temple. He never allowed them. So if you go to the main temple, after seeing the main temple or the main idol, if you take a left turn, that is only you have to get out. When you are getting out of on the left, there will be a small Ganesh temple will be there. Not temple, Ganesh idol will be there. Ganapati idol will be there. Just behind Ganapati idol, on the walls of the temple, there will be two people will be sitting. One person, little younger man, one elderly person, and without any ornament or any headgears on there, and they will be bending themselves, folding their hands, and thanking you for coming. The younger man is Rajendra Cholan, the elder man is Rajaraja Cholan. You can see that now. But many people may not have noticed because he don't want to publicize. Because when he is putting a carving, he never told that I have constructed. We have constructed. Okay. He started with the name his elder sister and the king. What is that? What do you call the chief minister and people of Tamil Nadu? All these things he keeps on saying it, and we say that we constructed this temple. He never said that I constructed this temple. So I was just trying to find out Harvard Business Reviews what are the great qualities of a leader. Okay. And Harvard Business Review, it's maybe 2017 or something, I don't remember. So their website address is given at the bottom. So they have found out by analyzing 195 leaders and 15 countries and 30 organizations, top-notch organizations. They found out these are the qualities. And they grouped these qualities into, you have to group it. You cannot keep on so many qualities. And if you look out, strong ethics and safety are the topmost priority a leader should have. And completely self-organized, efficient learning, and achieves growth. He always insisted the people should grow. Okay, connection and belongingness. Okay, on this ranking, if you try to find out what was the ranking of our emperor, he got 1,000 out of 100. You just see it. All the qualities of Rajaraja Cholan, he scored 1,000 out of 100 on all these qualities. That's the reason I call him. Many management lessons can be learned from Emperor Rajaraja Cholan. Okay, so this is even valid even today. Whatever qualities he has practiced, whatever methodology he has used, everything is applicable even today. I don't want to talk too much about because it will become more of talking about Rajaraja Cholan. I would like to take sorry good things from Raja Cholan with respect to management perspective and give information to you. Okay, so is it possible? Imagine, is it possible in Delhi to keep 1,500 ISIS people and make them to construct? Now we have so much of power, we have so much of arms and ammunition. But can we keep 1,500 ISIS people? I'm just giving example of some terrorist organization. Whereas in capital, 1,50,000 people he has kept. Okay, and his own army is not in Chola kingdom at all. It went for fighting for different. So he administrated the entire thing without the army. At the same time, got the work done and also kept them happy. Marvelous job. I don't think anybody in the world might have done this. Okay, so that is a great quality. Second, you can say it. You can keep on saying it. Like no, you can say many examples whenever he talks. He will take care of it. One example I'll tell you. When he was talking to the people, some rich old lady, one of his people of Chola kingdom, she came to that priest of the head priest of the temple and told that I would like to supply ghee for all 6 times every day. Then the priest told that, okay, I will take the issue with our emperor and I'll come back to you. When he went and told to the emperor, that one rich lady came and she told that she will give me ghee for lighting because that time they were never using electricity and all, no? So she was ready to supply ghee for the entire requirement of our temple. And normally they say that no, 6 times puja will be done. 6 times puja in every places, that what is the amount of ghee is needed, it's a huge quantity. And emperor was astonished if a lady can afford to spend like this. So she wanted to meet them. So the lady was brought to the darbar. And emperor asked her, okay, what is your wealth? How you are going to do it? And she was a pretty rich lady. She told that I have so much amount of property, absolutely no problem. And you have done a very good job of constructing a temple. I am ready to supply the ghee. Normally, what the people might have taken the decision is accepting the ghee. Okay, go ahead and we will keep on giving the ghee. But emperor told that lady, madam, I will take 1 day. Can you come tomorrow? I will think over it and I'll come back to you. She went, okay. Then he discussed with the Brahmaraya, and then next day when the old lady came, emperor told that, so how much money you are going to spend for this? She told that approximately some, because that time the money value is different. Let us assume that it is around 30 lakhs. Okay, 30 lakhs worth you are going to give it. So he asked, instead of this giving 30 lakhs, I want you to gift us so much of cows, so much of bulls, so much of goats, and things like this. I want you to gift it. And she asked, why? No, I want you to gift so much of cow, so much of bull, so much of goats, thing you have to give it. So that what I am going to do is, I am going to call the people who belong to Yadav community, and I am going to distribute the cows and bullocks and goats to those people, and I am asking them to supply some quantity of ghee. So he has ensured that the entire ghee is coming from these people. But what he has done indirectly is he has developed another 180 poor families to grow rich because of this methodology. So instead of getting the ghee from the lady, he used the fund of that lady itself and used that lady's fund to develop 150 families, which is recorded. The documentation purpose, we are talking about documentation. We are worried of documentation. We are saying that no, this is not possible, that is not possible. Everything is recorded. What you have to put for Lord Ganesha in the morning, it was written over there. For providing bananas, for providing coconuts, for providing betel nut, what is the land given to whom and which street that person is living, which is recorded and it is carved in the temple. Everything was recorded. Documentation is the topmost person. So now, and we are saying today, documentations we are not. We are learning from Western. Everything is either no, we have to take it a Japanese methodology. We have to take a German methodology. We have to take a European methodology and USA methodology. What nonsense this is. We know, we taught the entire world what is documentation. And I will tell you, we taught the entire world how to be civilized. But many of us, we think that we have to learn from Western, we have to learn. Now also, you are not going to believe if I tell everything. When I put a Harvard, people say, oh, very good. Howard is saying it. What Howard? We are more capable than those guys. Correct? I am going to prove it every week now. I am going to prove it to you every week. We are better than anyone in the world. We means I'm taking the entire India. So many times we think that, okay, we have to take it. We believe that, oh, that country is clean. On first, taking bath, every human being, Europeans never used to take bath. Australia, they never thought of taking bath. Okay. Every day, 2 times bath people used to take in Tamil Nadu. So this is, I'm not, you can Google it and find out. Okay. And many things, if you see cleanliness, everyone, you know it. What is cleanliness? We taught the entire world, and we think that entire world is better than us. But what is the problem with us? We think that no, whatever, because we are not knowing the story, so we believe the other things. So what I am trying to say is, don't forget our past. Don't forget our Indian legends. They are 1,000 times better than anybody else in the world. This sword, there is a big story for this sword. It will be, oh, it's already too late. I should not be keep on talking. There's a big story for this sword itself. This sword, people cannot lift. The weight of this sword, people cannot lift. With both hands, you cannot lift. And he used to have swords on both his hands. And what is the strength he must be having? Okay. So it's many great things. They built not only him, his son. And after that, the second son or the grandson, not his direct grandson, what happened is Rajendra, after Rajendra, second Rajaraja Solan came. Second Rajaraja Solan is who is his daughters. Rajaraja Solan's daughter was married to a Chalukya king, and their son became second Rajaraja Solan. He also became very famous. Okay. So with this, I will end my session on today.